everyone. Welcome to our mashup of our 3-minute videos. In case you missed them for the week, we're combining them all into one right here for you. This week had a little bit of everything in it, from managing time off processes to declaration page requests to getting our goals on track and making sure that our cross sells are closing. So this was actually a smattering of things I just randomly walked into, most likely in the month of December, and felt it was important to get some videos down pat for. But enough of me introing the videos. Let's dive into our first video, which is on how we get our goals to start and stop again, because it's a huge waste of time. So I'm gonna take it over here and intro you into this next video. If you're like me, sometimes I start again and stop again a diet every Monday. But the bottom line is starting and stopping can waste so much time and effort. We had a pause at our gyms in Rhode Island, and I can tell you, stopping working out and that first week going back, oh my goodness, I paid for every Christmas cookie I think I ate, then some. I might have sweat out powdered sugar at one point. But the point is that it's so much easier when times get dark to really think you just gotta power through, still hit the goal. Because stopping and getting back on that horse is not only a bruised ego, but a lot harder. And that's what we cover in this 3-minute video. Hi everyone, and welcome to the first 3-minute video of February. And I just thought that this was a very fitting video. So it's February, means all the hustle and bustle of January is over. We've kind of gotten through the holiday hangover, and now I call this kind of like ordinary time. There's not a day off in sight unless your agency does the bank holidays, you get one more day, but really we're kind of in a straight flush on to Memorial Day. And now is a great time to make sure we're in alignment with our 2021 goals. So a couple things. One, if your agency hasn't set them, let's do it right now, okay? There's no sense in saying, oh, we'll wait. There's no waiting. We gotta hop on into it. The next step is think about it this way. If you set goals and you got all excited, came back, now it's a good time to check in on them, because I had an experience that I want to share with you before the holidays where literally the governor shut our gyms down because we were spiking in COVID cases. And so there was no working out for 3 weeks. I decided to take that time to invest in making Christmas cookies and eating them just as fast as I was making them. Meaning that when the gyms opened up that first day at 5 a.m. when I'm at the gym was the hardest day of my life. I think I was sweating out powdered sugar, to be honest with you. And it just dawned on me, starting something and stopping something is so inefficient, because when you get restarted, it's so much more work and it's so much more painful. And ultimately we just end up beating ourselves up. So in our podcast that's actually launching today with Hansel Insurance, I hope you check it out. They talk about our renewal call program, and they hit some speed bumps. And they really worked hard with us to make sure when we hit the speed bumps, we communicate, we talk, we get stronger through them. We don't just stop and then say, oh, well, we got busy, we didn't get to it, this, that, and the next thing. And so what we have to really do is say, if we're off track with our goals, let's communicate, let's talk about it, let's analyze it so that we can get that feedback back and make moves. But now is the best time, if you're off track, to get back on track to make sure our goals are still really strong for this year. If your agency is struggling to set goals, we actually have an agency process pack where it's going to help you set your goals. You can input your data and say how much you want to grow. It's going to calculate what everybody's got to do, breaking down monthly and weekly, making it super bite-sized and obtainable. And we've got some strategies on how to roll goals out to your team too. So take a look at that. But if we're off track, now is the best time to get on track and have a strategy. I think it's also a great idea to say, hey, what is our plan if we get off track? Like, in case of emergency, let's break the glass and let's talk about it, because that's what's going to get your agency to be ridiculously amazing. We'll put some links in here for that process pack on goal setting, and we hope that you're having a ridiculously amazing February. So I love this video because we hear it all the time in our retention program. We're getting the cross sales, but we're not closing them, Kelly. What's going on? Lo and behold, I pop into the management system and find out that people aren't following the best processes. So I wanted to give you 3 strategies on how to get those cross sells closed. And they're not super ninja used car salesman strategies. These are just basic steps you can take. So watch this video and watch your closing ratio on those account rounds and cross sells go up. Hey everyone, Kelly Donahue-Piro here with something I want to make sure your agency is talking about. We should all be tracking our cross-sell quotes to close ratio. And there's a lot of ways you can do that. We specialize in tracking this, especially during our Apex retention program, which you can get in our online school or work with us in person on it. But the reason I want to track this is we often see that there's a lot of quoting going on, but not always a lot of closing. And I want to walk through the top 3 reasons your cross sells may not be closing. The first one is you're emailing the quote. And I know that this sounds like something I've said before, because I have, but it's much more efficient for us to email the quote, but much less efficient on the client because there's a lot of questions. They tend to look only at the price, and it causes a lot of back and forth. We need to focus on outcomes, not tasks. The best outcome is selling that policy that you already spent time quoting. So your 2 solutions to this are, 1, to try to quote over the phone, keep them engaged. And the second one is to instead focus on setting an appointment if you can't quote over the phone. Those are the 2 biggest situations. The next situation of why you might not be cross-selling these quotes is there's no follow-up set. So if you look in the management system when somebody's quoting it, 1, there should be a follow-up to deliver the quote, and 2, there should be a follow-up if you can't get a yes. So you need to have your system set up to follow up. When we're following up, we really want to follow up for 2 weeks, every 2 to 3 days, and then do what we call the breakup, which is, I haven't heard from you, I'm going to close your file. And you will see a good amount of people that pop their head up and say, no, don't close my file, I'm still interested. And this gets you a closed deal. Finally, when you're going ahead and asking somebody to spend more money, we definitely want to break this down into monthly figures. So if it's an umbrella policy or a flood policy or some other policy that they're not currently paying for, if an umbrella policy is, let's just say, $240 a year, we really want to break that down into monthly figures. So as opposed to, it being this big nut, you want to break that down into a monthly figure that helps people dramatically. $20 a month sounds way better than $240. So those are our 3 biggest strategies. Again, really simple things that you can do to tighten up your process that gets you a much better result. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.
Are you an insurance agency with over 10 people in your small commercial and personal lines departments? Do you love our videos, podcasts, and content? If so, we heart you. We love you for that. We're pleased to announce our agency performance program. It's a 2-year program that gives your agency a butt kicking. No, we're here to make you ridiculously amazing, but you gotta get serious about it. We're gonna give you a plan for your agency with the support of my entire team and me, Kelly Donahue-Piro, as your coach for your agency, one and only. We'll start with an assessment of the agency and then get key metrics so we can be working on them. We'll launch your team efficiency and start a time management program. Then we're going to go into renewal review calls and install a sales process. You're going to get all of our process templates along the way and access to me as we hit any road bumps, speed blocks, etc. We're only taking 20 clients into this great program this year. So if you're interested, hop on right now. But it is only open to agencies with over 10 people that focus in personal and small commercial, and just the departments. Your whole agency doesn't, but we'll be working with that department. And you get unlimited attention from me. Who wouldn't want that, right? Maybe you do, but maybe the team doesn't. I don't know. Hopefully we get it all going. Reach out today so that you can secure your spot, and we'll see you soon.
So this video I get kind of feisty in, and I'm just going to say it out loud. Nothing infuriates me more than breakdowns in communication on a good customer process. When meetings are booked with people, it's the agency's responsibility to make sure if that person is out, that communication happens. Your client's time is very valuable. And in this process, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about what to do when somebody's out of the office. Randomly, there's things on their desk and there's expectations that we still have to make for customers. So watch this video for a little checkup on how we're handling when a team member's out and making sure your customer experience is still ridiculously amazing. Hey everyone, I want to talk about something that actually just happened to me. Yes, me. I also am an insurance client. Well, I've been working with an agency and they happen to have a policy of mine, and we were doing my renewal review. And it's for a very small little company I own, but I just keep a small policy on it just because I'm in insurance and I know all the crazy things that can happen. So it's time for that renewal review. And I love a good renewal review, as you guys know. So they used my meeting link, set the calendar appointment, everything was good. I get on the meeting, no, nothing. I eventually send an email out saying, hey, what's up? I'm on the meeting, no one's here, get an out of office response. Now, I took time out of my day, which I have a lot going on. Don't use the word busy. I got a lot going on. So this was like a huge bummer. And what I want to say to agencies is you need to get your act together on time off policies and procedures, okay? People are going to take time off. Sometimes it's random. This one happened to be a tragedy in their family, but it doesn't matter because me as the customer doesn't know that, right? So if you promise me a reshop, and this happened to me another time where I was getting a quote to increase my umbrella. I'll get back to you Monday with it. Monday comes and goes, no response. And, oh, well, my kid got sick. Great. That doesn't mean that you can leave your clients out in the wind. That doesn't work. We are all going to have this stuff and people are generally okay with it. But as an agency, we need to be better than that. So I want to walk through a few things that somebody calls out sick, we need to just dive in and do to ensure a great customer experience. Because again, if that happens a couple times a year from somebody like me that has 17 policies, well, every time I have to go talk to you, I'm not psyched about that. The first thing is that I don't care what agency you are, this happens all too often, and it's garbage, to be honest with you, is that you get sick, you take the time off, and you come back to an absolute disaster. No one's really been doing anything. They take the call-ins, but let's be honest, the pile has sat on your desk and you're sick and it doesn't work. It's not acceptable, to be honest with you. So one of the things we need to do is if someone calls out sick, the manager, somebody in charge has to first go, boom, email, let me look at it. And let me go through and see what's come in. What do we need to deal with? Put the out of office on and be still checking it every couple hours because sometimes people don't look at those out of offices, okay? Now, big step here. If you follow what we said, we cannot have a bajillion emails in our inbox. This cannot work because now all of a sudden everyone's trying to search through your email when you're at home with the flu, okay? You got to keep your email tight and right. It needs to go in the system just for efficiency so when you're out, people aren't cursing your name, number one. Number two, if your agency has voicemail, they should be putting an out of office on with a direct person to call and checking that voicemail as well. And you need to alert whoever answers phones that this person is out. Can't tell you how many times it's, especially multiple occasions. Oh, I didn't know they were out. Communication, people, communication. Step 3, you got to look in the management system because everybody should not be hoarding emails, but should be putting tasks in there to find out what's important today. And most importantly, you should be using the priorities on your tasks. So we know, hey, these are the hot items I need to dole out as the manager to get it done. Then we need to communicate to clients proactively. Maybe there was a remarket promise. Maybe there's a new business quote. Hey, just want to let you know so-and-so's out sick today. Julie's working on it. She'll be in touch with you later. Don't leave people out in the wind, okay? Now, all the other tasks that are non-essential should be taken a look at, see if people can hop on them or redistributed for another day. Minimum, that's what should happen. Now, if you have notepads on your desk, this whole thing doesn't work, okay? That's why we don't like notepads. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Next up, look at the person's calendar. Do they have appointments? Do they have anything that was pressing that day that we need to proactively recommunicate to? Big strategy. Not hard, just a big one. Because here's the thing, your customer experience is too darn important and there's too many people that want your business and want your clients. So small little things like this go an absolutely ridiculously long way. And honestly, if it happens routinely, it's a problem and it's not something that people are going to be excited to work with you on. Clients want to feel special. As long as they're communicated to, it's fine. Now you might be saying, well, everybody's overworked. Someone's out. We just take the phone calls that come in. That's great that you take the phone calls that come in. But you know what? The good customers aren't going to call in. They're just going to sit there wondering what the heck's going on and slightly get more and more mad at you. So you take deposits out of your Goodwill piggy bank all the time. So try to get a process and procedure in place. When someone calls out sick, this is the checklist we have to do. And we all have to rise to the occasion because we're all going to get sick at some point. We are all going to need to use this process. And when you get sick, you deserve not to come back with a whole stack of crap on your desk. You deserve to come back to a nice clean space because that's how you would do it for somebody else. That's my 3-minute tip today. I know I'm a little snarky, but people, this is not that hard. This is just something you have to be considerate of. You can't be so worried about yourself and the extra work that's coming in because someone's out sick that we drop the ball on the customer experience. Honestly, we're better than that. I'll see you tomorrow. The deck page request. I know we've covered this a bit, but I still run into it from time to time. And I understand all the reasons why we need to think about the deck page and getting it, but I also understand that for many people who service and sell, it's a sales prohibitor. And in general, we want to be sales enablement, not prohibitive. So listen to this video and see if we can change your mind on the insurance deck page request. Hey everyone, so in today's topic, we're going to talk a little bit about a sales prohibitor, which is asking for the deck page. So I know that in a lot of agencies, this is a standard operating procedure. I want to state first and foremost that if somebody has it in front of them, go for it. But I also want to warn everybody of some significant challenges on that deck page request. One, it's a sales prohibitor. So if they don't have it handy, you're asking your prospect to do more work. Now you might be saying, well, they're not a real lead if they don't get a deck page. That could be true in a larger commercial situation, but small commercial and personal lines, trust me, people aren't excited to go get a quote today. They're looking to get the job done. Next up on the asking for a deck page, there are people out there that will do it, but they're going to call their current agent. When they call their current agent, what happens or what should happen in your agency, someone calls looking for a deck page. Is it a scramble to try to save them? Of course it is. You've just jeopardized your sale. The next reason that you want to avoid getting a deck page is it slows down the process to quote. If you won't quote it without a deck page, I'm telling you right now, you're wasting some time. That person most likely won't call you back, or you're going to just chase them around for that deck page. And really, people want to get it off their plate on the small commercial and personal line side. The next reason I don't think deck pages are all that valuable is many times they're just plain wrong. In our Apex retention program, we make proactive renewal reviews. And it's amazing the things we find that are not accurate. So if you want to go ahead and take that and come make a copy, not a great look. You should definitely go ahead and ask all the underwriting questions and counsel the client. Have a conversation on what they should be getting for their insurance. Now you might be saying, well, they don't know, Kelly, they don't know. Well, then put them with what you believe they should have. That's the most important thing. But regardless, you need a process that enables sales, not disables it. And when you're asking for deck pages, sometimes if you can tell they have it in front of them, go for it. If not, really understand, are you stacking the deck against you? Or are you stacking the deck in your favor? That's our sales tip for today. We hope you have a ridiculously amazing day. So I can't believe we've already hit the first week of February of 2021. I hope that you're enjoying these videos and our new format where we're combining them all up on Fridays, adding them to a podcast, and only emailing you once a week. If you do miss our daily hits, you can come to our website and sign up for a daily notification when they're posted on our blogs, or check out all our social media. We actually post them on YouTube and you can get notifications as well. But we want to make sure that you're getting our great content. And always, if you have any questions, reach out. Also, if you have any topics you want us to cover, we'd love to hear from you too. That's us signing off for the week. Enjoy your weekend and hope that your agency's on track to become ridiculously amazing.
Is building processes and procedures top on your list to do this year? But you're overwhelmed and you don't know where to start. With so many things on your plate, how can you be ridiculously amazing at all of them? You just can't. It's not possible. Although I wish it was. And if someone has that method out there, let me know. But if there's only a template you could start with, would that change things? There is now. Our new Agency Performance Partners website has an entire section of process packs for your agency. Our process packs include not only the workbook, the templates, emails, scripts, and videos to go along with each section so that you're not alone. You can download them and tailor them exactly to your agency, but it gives you a place to start. And you get the best practices that we've developed over the course of time. What's better than that? We keep adding more every month, so you need to check in. But just to get started, we have winning back unsold quotes, setting goals for every role in your agency, 6 strategies to help you run your agency, job descriptions, a hiring guide, sales scripts, retention scripts, and personal lines endorsement checklists. And more are coming all the time, so you have to be on it to check it out. Follow our social media or emails to get in on the know. Head to our website for more details. You can see each process pack and you can actually buy them right online. No need, if it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you are stressed about writing job descriptions, we got you. Also, most of them are $100 to $200, so they're very reasonable. And you get all the updates. If you're looking for something we don't have, let us know. We're happy to create it. But bottom line, If processes and procedures on your mind, we have you covered. You just have to go to our new website, go to the online store section, and you will see a whole section on agency process packs. We will see you there.